Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, shway, crispy, airy? But let's get on to the unpopular opinions of today's episode. Waitresses should always write down your order, not try to remember it all. Now, I think if you're very skilled at remembering someone's order, then more for you. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's one of them things where it should be taken as a deep offence if someone doesn't write down your order. I think if they're able to remember everything that you specifically ordered, good on them. And they probably deserve a tip. Do you know what I mean? Because if they remembered all of that and then they got all your order correct, you should probably tip them. You should tip them 100%, because they have gone through that knowledge of remembering everything you've decided to order, especially if you're coming in there, big boy settings, with a lot of entourage, like a Marion song, baby I want you to be my entourage. You've come with a lot of entourage, and they have to remember everything you specifically ordered, and they get it nailed on, spot on, hammer in and all of that with the nail. They've got it spot on. So they deserve to be tipped if they remembered everything. So I don't agree with this person, but I think if that person is slack and that person doesn't seem to care, they're not dressed appropriately, you know what I mean? They come in, their attitude's incorrect as well, but they do remember your order, then don't tip them. Just tell them, listen, just check yourself before you wreck yourself. The next one. Milk does not always belong. Sorry, let's rewind that. Like Craig David, rewind. Milk does not belong in scrambled eggs. Now, with me, I don't eat eggs anymore. As I said, itchy and scratchy stuff, eczema. So I don't get involved with eating much milk at this period of time. But when I did used to have scrambled eggs back in the days, I did used to have milk in them. And I think what it usually did was add some more consistency to an egg, so to make it a lot more creamier, a lot more easy to eat, and a lot more effective as well. So milk with scrambled eggs, it does do its job. So for me, I disagree. I think having milk in eggs does do its job and does work and does make the consistency creamy and effective. So I disagree with this person, and I don't eat eggs anymore. So it is what it is. Next one. Sleeping with pillows is extremely uncomfortable. I think it depends. If you've got pillows that have been probably, let's say, firm over time, you probably need to get some softer pillows. But I think then these pillows eventually down the line, if you have too much plopped up, can effectively move your neck in different settings. For me, I have a lot of pillows in my bed, but it doesn't always generally work. Sometimes I have to pull them off or push them to the side. So I sleep with some on my side, which gets me comfortable, so I'm easily snugged into the bed, into the covers, and all them settings there. So I do think if they're around you, it's fine. I think if they're plopped up to be on your headpiece, could potentially be problematic. Because obviously if you don't have them soft, and I mean them soft ones, or the ones that's dark feathers, or the ones that's memory foam, then it really isn't going to do a job for you. So make sure you check your pillows and get yourself the best ones affordable that can do a job, even if it's unaffordable. Just try and make sure you got your money out so you can get one of them, so you sleep extra good and that. Even though my sleep's been terrible and that, but maybe I do need to check my pillows myself. But anyways, next one. School reunions are wonderful, even if you weren't popular when you're a student. Now listen, I've been to one before. It's good to see the people that you were cool with, but the people that you weren't really cool with, you want to avoid them like the plague. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to get to know them anymore. They're part of your past, and they should always stay in the past. Especially, obviously, listen, if they come and said, listen, my bad for how it went down in school days, okay, we can keep it cordial, we can keep it cool, we can keep it moving on up like the M People song. moving on up, nothing can stop it, all of that. But I wouldn't trust you again. You know what I mean? I wouldn't trust you. And people say, well, trust is a big thing. You have to earn that. Let's say you have to earn that trust back. But I think for me, going to school reunions, especially when you're meeting a bunch of people from the past, could be cool. You know what I mean? That girl you used to link with back in the days and look and see what she's doing now. You know what I mean? She might look good before, but she's like the busted song. You know what I mean? Just looks busted and that. Do you know what I mean? But the man them you probably were linking before, the man them look old and tattered, grey hairs and all them settings there. But it is what it is. It's a sign of age, and it's a sign that we've all grown, we've all moved on, we've all done what we need to do, and let's say elevated ourselves on whatever it is to some extent. So yeah, we'll come to the last one, and this one's one I've just seen as a bit controversial. Let's get into this one. Chicken wings suck. Now, I don't know what this person is on, saying chicken wings suck. I think that person hasn't had good chicken wings in their life before. They're the ones that are seasoned, good flavour. They probably just have them salt and pepper ones that this person's just had. Do you know what I mean? That these people just put the little salt and the little pepper on the thing. Yeah, it's fine. Don't wash their chicken either. It's dead things. Nah, man. When you come round to someone's house who actually prepares, or even to a restaurant, actually prepares these foods properly, do you know what I mean? Gives you those flavours, make you feel like you want to dance in your chair and all that. Something along them lines which makes your tongue do twisting. You know what I mean? Twisting around. You know what I mean? Like you're sucking on a gobstopper or something. You know what I mean? You're doing all them things in your mouth. Pause. You know what I mean? Just getting excited and that. You know what I mean? Just feeling yourself and all of that. You know what I mean? While you're eating those wings. So you need some real tantalising wings in your life. That's for that person there. Do you know what I mean? For saying they suck, I don't think you've had a good wing. I don't think you have. Come round to my yard and I will give you some good wings. Pause. Do you know what I mean? And you will feel the vibes. You would feel it for true. Trust me. Having good wings in your life would make you see a different horizon. Barbecue settings, maybe honey glazed, or maybe it's jerk, or maybe it's just good old salt and pepper, but with actual all-purpose and garlic and onion and let's say paprika, all of them settings in there that makes it go absolutely boomba. Do you know what I mean? Fire settings and all that. So yeah, but that's it for my opinions on Popular Opinions. And if you're feeling this episode or any of the previous episodes, you know what to do below. All of that. Big yourselves up, show your boy some love, share, like, comment, subscribe, all the above. Help your boy out. Do you know what I mean? This content is for your benefit, but it's also to show what Randy can do. But big yourselves up. And that's it, guys. But you know what I usually do here when I finish? I'll give my opinions and I'll react later on. Get out of here. Every little thing gonna be alright.